One sec. Gotta find it. Sorry, I gotta get to it on my own screen. And it is pointed the wrong direction. So let me fix that. Okay. Okay. That's better. Hi. I'm doing pretty well. So yeah, hi everyone, Nancy Kepner, Heartfelt Humor here. I wanted to talk about if people have questions on how I write my songs and whatnot. I wanted to explain some of that. And I need to turn off the echo. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess tonight. Yeah, but no, hi all of you. I'm sorry. Okay, deep breath. I got this. Yeah, thank you all for coming. I wanted to talk about some of what goes into writing my songs and answer any questions you have on it, if you have any. Hi. I don't know if I should like say all of your names when you come in or not. So how do I write songs? Yes. Well, for me, I'm very I like words a lot. So often, hi Mark, it starts with the words of the song, and often it starts with, I will start brainstorming, and I will, I'll have to, usually I have to come up with a subject first. So I have to come up with a song topic that can be very general, like last week someone suggested procrastination, and so then I would have to go through and I would write down basically all my thoughts on procrastination. And if I had jokes, I'd have ideas for jokes that I would want to include in the song, but I wouldn't necessarily have rhymes yet, or I wouldn't know how to include them yet. And so when I'm really starting, if it's something I have to force out and it doesn't come naturally, I just write down all of my thoughts, and usually at some point I will come up with a line that actually works and actually rhymes. And that one line, once I've got one line I really like, then the rest of the song tends to just flow for me. So, and I can give you some examples of that from various songs too. Can I do a song about life as an anime fan? Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of my songs are about a specific element of that. But yeah, definitely. And if I was gonna write a song about that, for example, I'd start, thinking about all the ways being an anime fan has affected my life, and so I could talk about merch or having no time to do anything else but watch anime, and I could start writing stuff down and try to narrow things down from there. So I don't know, is this making sense to you guys? I feel like I just kind of started rambling. I had an organized plan, but then it threw me off because I was pointing in the wrong direction. and then I forgot to mute my computer. So I love you all too. Yeah, I'm happy I could make your day with going live. I've been having a lot of fun with these live streams, so I really want to continue doing them and see where they can go. But so back to what I was saying, yeah, because I just really dove right in, and I did have a plan going into it. So I don't know if it would help me to help you if I would talk about examples from various songs about the one line that caused the rest of the song to happen. I don't know if that, like with Attack on Titan, it was just Attack on Titan naked giants. With the Attack on Titan song I wrote a few weeks ago, that was what it all started with. And then I was like, if I have just that much, like, then like the ideas started flowing. And so, and I know I am talking and trying to focus, but definitely feel free to contribute in the chat as well. I want to know if you all are understanding and if you have questions. Yeah. The first video you watched on my channel was the explaining anime to your parents song. Do I know what K-pop is? Yes, I know what K-pop is. I had a lot of friends in high school that were really super into K-pop, and I kind of skirted around the fandom and got a bit into it, but never as much as them. I wouldn't, like, I've met the really hardcore fans, and I wouldn't consider myself a hardcore K-pop fan, but I do really enjoy it, and yeah, so like BTS is fun. But the explaining anime to your parents song was actually a hard one for me to write. That was a suggestion originally from one of my friends when I was in high school. And I was like, I want to do this, but I don't know how. And for a while I was like trying to rhyme parents with hair rinse. And I just was trying to do weird things that didn't make any sense. Trying to force it and it wasn't coming. So that one I actually like just set aside for several months, and then I was like, I think how that one happened was I came up with the premise, not a specific line. I came up with like, it would be funny if at first, like, because sometimes your parents sit you down and they're like, hey, this is hard to talk about, but we know, kind of like with like the sex ed conversation or something, we're like, now it's finally, we're ready to tell you. And I was like, if I could start it off in a way that would mirror that really awkward conversation, I feel like I could make a cool song out of it. So that's how I and so then I had the awkward stalling and like, now you're finally ready to hear this, parents, and that's what started that song. Do I ever get triggered by opinions of others about anime? That would be an interesting song topic. That would be an interesting song topic. I don't know that I get super triggered by it myself because, I mean, I do at times. Like, if someone was, like, absolutely, like, if there was an anime, like, I absolutely love, and someone was, like, that has no value whatsoever in any circumstance, I would probably, like, be like, but this value, and yeah. But, usually people's opinions aren't that harsh, so my hackles don't necessarily, all right, it's like they're that harsh on the internet. You can find those opinions, but in general, when people are talking to you in person, they're not that harsh about it. So my hackles don't necessarily rise in our font. Hi, Kivagur. I don't know how you say people's users' names, but hi there. So yeah, I think the having the hackles raised could be a fun song topic. I definitely know people that do get more offended more easily than me. I'm very like, I tend to respect people's opinions, or like try to see their points of view. Like, I might not agree with their opinions, but I'll try to figure out where they're coming from, and usually I can find some element of why they think that, maybe. So I don't think. My first anime was Higurashi. Well, my first anime that I knew was anime. I've explained that a few times. It was one of those things like internet videos led to other internet videos and then Higurashi videos, and I didn't understand that anime could be violent and bloody and gory, so I wanted to find out more, and that's what happened. Right. Yeah, I'm always like trying to guess how you say your usernames, but and I want to acknowledge each and every one of you, so I do just want to like sometimes like I'll start saying them and I'll be like, I have no idea what I'm saying. Well, to be fair, the Higurashi was the first anime that I knew was anime. Yeah, I watched Pokemon and Sailor Moon. I watched back when I was so young that I can't remember watching it when I was younger. But I've been told I watched it. So, but so yeah, once I've done my brainstorming and I have all of my ideas. Hi. No worries about being late. I'm not often on time myself. I mean, I am, but I don't know. Time management is hard. Hi, Steel Coin Man. But when I have all of my songwriting ideas together, I picked a topic and I've started writing all of my ideas out on paper, and I might have like a line I write. Often, in that line may have given me a lot more lines that I really like. Then at that point, I usually have to start condensing, because when I have ideas and they're all flowing naturally, I tend to have a lot and more than you can fit in a song. So I tend to start condensing, and at that point I'll start to consider like song structure and whatnot, which I don't know if you would know much about that, but so when you think of song structure, a lot of songs can be divided into like you'll hear parts that repeat. So you'll hear there might be like a verse, and then refrain, and then the verse will come back, but there'll be different lyrics, and then there'll be another refrain. Like that's like a common song structure. So, and you really want, you tend to want something for people to grab onto. So, like, so often like the most important part of the song, like what I really want to say, ends up being somewhere in the refrain. Although I do often like save my funniest jokes for like the near the end of the song. So like the bridge. So my songs tend to be set up, not always. I do definitely vary this. But for a while I know my songs were there was a lot of intro, verse, refrain, bridge, refrain. And that's partially because I tend to write story songs, so I want them to I need to say a lot in my songs, so that's why it's like a long form song structure. Often songs will be shorter than that. And sometimes I'll do like refrain at the end, and I'll be like changing keys to get the rest of the information in. And it's not that my songs always follow that, but I feel like they tend to come up that way because like with the intro I need something like to set it up. Like I need to tell you like this is the scenario I'm working in, and like this is, I don't know, the world we're in, or this is like why I'm talking to you. So most songs do have those elements, but not all of. I think that's for like if you think the standard pop tune, a lot of them don't have the intro, cause some of them do. Or like there's, to be fair, intro can mean several different things. Intro can mean like a musical, a couple like, like I'm thinking in like very broad song structure. Like you can also like divide them into letters. Like you can see like A, B, C, B is the like same format. But intro can also just mean like a few notes before you start singing or before the song actually happens. So there's a lot of whatnot, but a lot of whatnot. Oh my gosh, I'm just trying to move on to the next statement and realizing I'm saying things that don't make sense. But yes, all songs tend to have some sort of song structure, but it might not be that exact one. That's one I tend to use a lot, but there are also songs that are just like A, B, B, A, or like they tend to have repeating elements, but we don't all, like not all songwriters choose to repeat in the same places and whatnot. And sometimes my songs don't follow that format. I'm just saying that's one I tend to do a lot. Hi, thanks, Shipos, for passing by. I'm glad you like my stuff. You mix up the parts for a song and the lyrics. Like you mean sing them in the wrong order? Oh, or now you're thinking of the chords. When I was saying that song structures can also be in letter format, I was, like, that's one way people use to define, I don't know that my songs work in the wrong order. Like, that's just a thing they use to symbolize the formats. Like, they're symbolizing the verse with the letter B or a different letter. But the chords, yeah, I don't necessarily follow a lot of conventional music theory rules with the chords. Like, I do and I don't. I can, but I tend to often go by ear and play what I'm thinking, or not play what I'm thinking, but play what sounds good to me. And there's also, since I'm telling a story, sometimes I want to sort like a really weird chord because something dramatic is happening. Oh, I'm sorry, Nick. I hope you're okay. And you'll feel better soon. What's my favorite anime? Higarashi's up there because it was the first one, and I love Angel Beats too. They're like nostalgia and feels. I don't know that my songs really work well in the wrong order because they are story songs, but it does sound like a fun challenge, so I could try to do that. Let's see. I tried to do the Weeaboo song in the wrong order because I really, because that's one I know pretty well. Okay, so how would I start it then? Do like refrain, intro. Yeah, okay. Good luck on your test. So we have the song in the wrong order. See how weird this turns out being. A weeaboo, I'm terrified. I see them and I run and hide. Konnichiwa, go aside. Please leave me alone. Once I formed a sneak attack, I bought the flights, I helped them pack. Japan refused and sent them back. Why, oh why? This is a song for the obsessive fool. A song for the kid who wears cat ears to school. If imitating anime badly is all that you do, this is a song for you. Caught up in this weeaboo storm of Sailor Moon school uniforms and neon wigs that don't conform to any fashion rules. Running from these Naruto fans, they're screaming, come back Oni-chan. Can't they see I'm not a man? Crossplay sucks. This is a song for the weeaboo. They're the wannabe Japanese. They speak a language called Japanese, and they wish that you would call them otaku. It's a song for the weeaboo. They're the ones with the evil plan to turn America into Japan, and they end every sentence with desu. Desu, 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 desu. And I'm afraid I have made you angry. There's a weeaboo in the corner there, glaring like he wants to hang me. And can I just tell you that this song was all in fun? So please put away your death note. High on coffee, drunk on talking, crazy weeboo, go out talking, Leo Boo and their high, see every object as kawaii, watching Yaoi, reading Yuri, being best friends with a furry, catch 'em all, the great achievement, ninja shouting out, believe it, I don't wanna be a weeaboo. I will not be of the species that calls every cute guy species and ends every sentence with desu. Desu, 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 desu. This is a song for the weeaboo. They're the wannabe Japanese. They speak a language called Wapanese, and they wish that you would call them otaku. It's a song for the weeaboo. They're the ones with the evil plan to turn America into Japan, and they end every sentence with desu. Desu, 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 desu. I think I got most of the song. Yeah, no, because I tend to set my songs up as stories, so for anyone that came in halfway through that, I was playing the weeaboo song in the wrong order. Like, I have various sections of the song that repeat or don't repeat, and I was challenged to play them in the wrong order and see what that did to the song, and so that was me attempting to do that. Yeah. So I think I got most of the song. I might have missed one of the verses. But since I tend to, like, I wrote it with a definite end, which was now in the middle, and I wrote it with a definite intro that was also somewhere in the middle. Now, like, I don't feel like that song made anywhere near as much sense as it normally does. But yay, I'm glad I can make you feel bubbly. Yeah, no, I mean, the song, the parts do, like musically, some of them could probably be moved around a little bit, but the way I write lyrics, there's usually a definite order, and to be fair, I feel like musically, though, having the intros in the middle was very weird because they're slower, like the intro and the extra. Oh no, what would Heartfelt Humor, the animation, be? That's like, I mean, ew. I mean, I don't know. I can do some animation, but it takes me a long time. I did one animated video once. The Monsters of the Internet song is animated on my channel. And I don't know. I was able to do it for graphic design school too. But I'm not in it. I'm just narrating it. And it was funny, there were a few comments that were like, cool animation, but we want to see your face. And I was like, I worked hard on this, but okay. Why did I start YouTube? Well, I was playing these songs at conventions, like the Weeaboo song, and the Crossplay song, like my early songs. I was playing at conventions, and people wanted a place to find them. And I didn't have a place, but I knew YouTube was a thing. So I was like, I will put them on YouTube. And for a while, I was just posting all my songs on on YouTube after conventions. And then I was encouraged by my friends to try to turn it into something more than that, and I decided to try to weekly upload for a while, and I got really great responses, and one thing just kind of led to another. So, trying to still bring this back to songwriting. Yeah, so I tend to, after I have all my ideas, and I don't necessarily need to force them into the intro, verse, refrain, bridge, refrain, but I usually need to have something that repeats, and something, like some element that repeats is the most important part. And I don't, honestly, I'm not sure everyone would, often I'll start with them being like, hey, this is supposed to be a verse that's mirrored in this verse, but I'll put some weird things in the second verse that aren't in the first verse, like musically or rhythmically. Or maybe because of the story, there needs to be a little more there. So it's just like a general idea, a general outline. All right, thanks for stopping by, anime and K-pop lover. Hi, Miss Antarctica. All right, so that's some of my general songwriting process, and I do start with lyrics, but sometimes the melody kind of comes along with them. Sometimes I'll have a melody in my head, so maybe after I have the lyrics in a format I'm somewhat happy with, and if I have a melody in my head, I might one thing I do sometimes is like I try to I'll record it with my phone, just like using a little like voice memos app, and then I might try to match that on the guitar. And see if I can find an accompaniment for the melody in my head. Although often I feel like once I start playing guitar, I come up with different ideas for the melody too. Sometimes it's consistent all the way through. Like I'll have a melody in my head that I'm really attached to, and I'll figure it out. Honestly, that's when it's easiest. Like when I come up with lyrics and I already have a melody in my head, and that's like pretty concrete, so I can just, I have it and I can figure it out on guitar. That's when it's the easiest. But sometimes I might only have part of a melody, or I'll have half a melody, and then I just gotta I tend to start playing around with the guitar until I can figure something out that might work. And I might start with like a simple melody, and I tend to, like, maybe I'll think I'm using the same chords too much. I get bored. I don't know. Like, I feel like some of me making my songs too complicated is because I get bored. Like, I'm just like, I could write this song and it could be like one of the it could only have like 4 or 5 chords, and then I'll just get tired of it. So I'll be like, I'm gonna add like 10 more chords in a different key just to mess with myself, and then I won't have those 10 more chords memorized. But I think I'm trying to think if I've ever come up with the melody first, and I don't know that I have. To be fair, I think I've reused, not reused, but I've had like melody ideas. Like, I feel like sometimes I've had separate melody ideas, and after I've come up with a lyric, I'll realize, hey, that one melody idea I have works with this lyric. But usually having a melody idea is not enough for me to have a song. Like, having one line, one sentence or a few words is enough for me to come up with the rest of the words, but having one melody idea isn't usually enough for me to, like, I don't gather the momentum in the same way. But sometimes I will have like a melody that I've written like separate to the song, or like just a chord progression I've been playing around with on the guitar, and I'll write lyrics and I'll be like, oh, this would work with these lyrics. But I don't know that counts as coming up with the melody lyrics. What about changing lyrics for other repeated parts, like how verses are, but also for choruses? So yeah, I change lyrics a lot. So often like if I think about my song structure, I'll have it be intro, verse, refrain, verse, refrain. And the only part that will be the lyrics exactly the same every time is the refrain. So often for verses, I'm not repeating a ton, just other than the melody and the rhythms. But me getting bored or me wanting to tell the story, often I'll... So I feel like when I change lyrics in the refrains, like when the refrains come back, I try to... So I only change a small portion of the lyrics. Like, trying to think of a song where I do that. What the... Like the filler song? If I go back to there. Yeah, so the refrain on the filler song is... I think it's time we've had to talk about these filler episodes. I'm tired of flashbacks that recap things from half a scene ago. And then it goes somewhere else. So there's like one that's like, your stupid show, you're such a tease, you promised answers, and then chose to have him charge his powers up for 6 more filler episodes. And there's one like, follow the ninja ostrich up the hill and down the rabbit hole. I've had my filler, I think it's time for me to let you go. Like, there's elements of the refrain that is gonna stay the same every time, but I'm also, like, maybe the beginning of the refrain will be the same, and I'll change the end of it. Type thing. Right, because I think on that one, and I don't have to deal with this, the world is full of other shows. Yeah, like, that one I remember being really hard because I changed the lyrics on the refrain so much. Like, as in hard to memorize. By a person. Thanks for coming. I really like songs that do that too. I think because it keeps me engaged. And I'm like, I just like the twisting it a bit at the end if you can, or like saying like adding something different so it's not exactly the same. But generally with the refrains, I do like there's enough of a repeat that there is still something people can grab onto. I'm trying to think of... Or sometimes with the refrains, what I've also done several times is I've done, like say the refrain happens 3 times. Sometimes I've done, okay, the first refrain's one way, and the second refrain is the same way, and even the third refrain might be the same way, but then I'll do like a key change or a key change progression, and I'll keep saying the refrain over and over again and keep changing things. Like, Notice Me Senpai does that. The beginning, it's just notice me senpai, notice me, please. What can I do to make notice me senpai? What can I do to make you notice me? I think the second refrain might be similar, but it's like double timed. And then the last refrain, I'm doing like I'm climbing through the circle of fifths and whatnot, and I'm like with key changes, and it's like notice me senpai, notice me now, and it's notice me, how can you not hear my thundering heart? Like, it goes a lot of different places. So, but I'm doing that all at the end. I'm like, you know the refrain, so now I'm gonna do it again 1,000 different ways. But the Angsty Flashback song also does that. I like doing that. I like doing that, and I like hearing that. Like, it makes me happy when songs do that. But I don't like memorizing that. Because when you... Because the refrains will be so similar, and just a few lyrics will change, so I really have to engage my mind to change the lyrics. And not sing them wrong. So... My night's decent so far. I guess. Yeah. I'm glad you like the Rage Quit song, John. I had fun with that one. That one's also fun because it's really, I'm not an angry person, so I get to step outside my shell a little bit and pretend to be a really angry person. And yeah, that one, you know, just dissolves into a monologue at the end. I mean, also, Adult. How Do I Adult does the same thing with the monologue, although that one doesn't end in a enraged scream. but yeah, so at this point I'm gonna, I mean, it's been open to questions the whole time, but I'm gonna, if you have more questions about songwriting, or if you have questions about other things, I think at this point I'm just gonna start taking questions. I don't know. Do you feel like I explained my songwriting process in a okay way? Maybe? Or it doesn't have to be questions. You can also just talk to me. Or I can just start messing around with the guitar. I don't know. Good explanations! Yay! Someone liked my explanation. Excel 713. Yeah, I feel like that's more improv songs. My cat is chewing on my ankles. Okay, improv songs. I'm gonna write an improv song about Miss Antarctica's cat chewing on her ankles. Miss Antarctica has a cat, and maybe she forgot to feed it. She probably didn't. I'm sure she takes better care of her cat than that. But the cat apparently wasn't happy with the food the cat was given. So the cat decided that ankles would be an okay food instead. So now the cat is chewing on her ankles. I don't really think it's a cannibal cat, 'cause that would mean it was chewing on the ankles of another cat. And as far as I know, Miss Antarctica is not a cat. She's not a cat. But maybe cats think she tastes good. The cat thinks she tastes good. So she should feed it. The cat thinks she tastes good. Unless she's already fed it, and then I don't know, maybe she should pet it. Or not. I don't know much about this cat. I'm gonna stop now. It's much harder in improv songs to come up with a catchy phrase to repeat. Sometimes I do it well. That one was more just like stream of thought about cannibal cat. Oh, so the solution to your cat chewing on your ankles is for me to start writing a song about it. Yeah. I've seen some Overlord. I need to keep watching it. That was one I watched like a couple episodes of and got sidetracked. It was really good. I just got sidetracked. Gotta go back to that. But it's fun. Yeah. So, improv songs are a thing, or I could do songs I've already written and talk about what I did to write them. I don't know if people have opinions, or if I should just start doing stuff. That was a weird chord. Also just fidgeting with my guitar. Laughing so hard about the cat. Yeah, thank you for that comment, Miss Antarctica. It was perfectly timed. It was like, my cat is My cat is ankle. My cat is eating my ankles. And then someone was like, improv song, and I was like, that works well. So, and I feel like it is easier. See, that was also a funny line. Like, it's easier to start with a funny line than it is to start with a general topic. Though general topics general topics are fine too. It depends on the topic and the line. Well, I'm glad I made you all laugh. Or a couple of you laugh. I don't know who I made laugh and who I didn't. Some people might have been watching with a very straight face. As hard being an echo as I've told you? I mean, from what I've seen of anime, a lot of neko tend to get in a lot of trouble. So, though that probably just comes from being in an anime, more so than being in an echo, than being an echo. Do I ever plan on writing songs outside of anime? Reaching out to nerdom in general. Yeah. I mean, I've done that on occasion already. I mean, I guess to be fair, I haven't necessarily reached out to that much nerdom and so sometimes I write more general fandom songs, more about fandom drama or life on the internet. I've also just written really general songs a couple of times, like Socially Awkward and Adulting. I need to play a bunch more video games before really diving into the gaming world. I'm like on the edge of it. I play games here and there, but I just, me as a person, I know when I play games, I don't do much else. Like I get sucked in and I'll just like spend several days until I finish a game, and I just, at this stage in my life, I'm having trouble finding the time to do that. But I like games. I like board games. Actually, and I did just join a D&D group that I've started going to once a week. So I have more motivation about like the tabletop and role playing game world lately. But yeah. Yeah, game, like I've also which edition? Well, oh geez, when I was doing, there was some, honestly, I don't know with my newest group, they were doing like a Star Wars campaign, and I'm not sure what book they were using. They helped me design my character and stuff. It was like I was joining an ongoing campaign. I wrote it down somewhere, but not anywhere that's grabbable. Like somewhere on the other side of my house, I have a piece of paper with the books that I could do, and they were also starting another. Last week though I joined a different group for the night because my main group couldn't go, and we were just doing like Call of Cthulhu, which is fun. This is the horror one, and I'm still like a D&D noob, so to be honest, I don't know a ton about which editions everyone's playing. They've given me some books to buy and whatnot that I've got to go do that. But I can write some songs about like the experience of it. I don't think I can get real technical with it yet. But I'm not even sure people want you to get technical in songs. That would be weird. But I'm not playing a bard in any of the campaigns right now. Sometimes I play with people at conventions. Like there's Study of Anime is another guest at conventions, and I've played with them, and in that campaign I was a bard, and also I got named my guitar after that campaign because my character was Gimbal, and it was, I don't know. House on Hunter Hill? You mean I know like Betrayal of House on the Hill, the board game. I don't know. So what are we all talking about? Well, I did my main spiel that I wanted to about my songwriting process and whatnot, although if anyone has more questions on that, I am happy to answer. And then we started talking about some of the other stuff I've written songs about, and some of would I ever branch into other fandoms, and then we got talking into board games. So that's right, what we're talking about right now. Yeah, character building tends to be the hardest part. Show. What time is it? Oh, also, like the live stream if you haven't, because I'd appreciate it. Yeah. I don't know. If any, general. I'm bad at saying the general stuff that YouTubers are supposed to say all the time. But yeah, like the stream and subscribe and that thing, those things. Yeah. You guys have any more ideas for stuff I could improv songs about real quick? Or just say funny stuff in the chat, and maybe I could just scroll up through the chat and see if there's some things people have said. Okay. Song about clicking the like button. Okay. If you're watching a video on YouTube or Facebook or some of the other social media too, actually, if you're watching a video or reading a post and you like it, there's a way that you can let people know. You can let them know that you like it by pressing a button, a real particular button. And if you want to know which button, it's the like button, because that makes sense. They called it the like button because it means you like something. So if you like something, you should press the like button. You should press the like button if you like something. Press the like button to let people know. That's how things work. Sometimes, if there is a like button, then you can press the like button to let people know that you like the stuff that the like button's above, under, like button is under. I know, spacing. This is way longer of a thing than anyone else has said about the like button, I think, unless maybe they're explaining like the algorithm behind the like button, like computer programming and code. Or I don't think anyone thinks about the like button that hard. I really don't. But if they do, then they can let me know that they like my song about the like button by pressing the like button. By pressing the like button. That is how they can let me know that they like this improv song about like buttons. By pressing the like button. Okay. Alright, so that makes up for being bad at saying YouTubey stuff is to make a song, whereas I'm only saying one YouTubey thing over and over again, right? That was noxious slurp. Okay. I'm glad people like the like button. So, okay. What if you press it twice? Doesn't it unlike it? Maybe, I don't know. No, it doesn't. That would only be disliking it. Yay! I mean, I have the Neko song. It's already sort of about cute cat girls in anime, although it's more like cute, people taking the cute cat girls in anime outside of anime. I can play the Neko song. I do it a little bit differently live. And I think I probably know that one well enough to play it. So I'll just play the other the Neko song that I already had written. Well, I'm not quite normal. It's plain as can be. I hide it, but really it's easy to see. But I'm not ashamed. Neko's part of my name, and being a part cat makes me me. So look how cute I am. I have cat ears. Look how cute I am. See my tail, except I don't have any of this stuff right now, but pretend. Look how cute I am. I have cat ears all over the world. We cute kitty girl Nekos prevail. Neko, neko, nya nya, neko, neko, meow. 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 Being Neko is not always easy. There are rules to be taken to heart. Bells on our necks are adorable, but hairballs are going too far. Mice chasing's best left to pest control. Oh, you don't know this is low-sided. You'll be sick eating tuna all day. When this hard Neko life starts to take its toll, we can cheer ourselves up when we say, look how cute I am. I have cat ears. Look how cute I am. See my tail. I still don't have any of this stuff on. Look how cute I am. Not just in Japan, all over the world, we cute kitty girl Nekos prevail. Neko, neko, nya nya, neko, neko, meow. Neko, neko, nya nya, neko, neko, meow. Neko, neko, nya nya, neko, neko, meow. Neko, neko, nya nya, nya 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 neko, neko, meow. Yeah, that song wasn't as rehearsed as I thought it was. I mean, I knew it wasn't rehearsed. I haven't played it since... I didn't even play it at the last convention. Right. I haven't played it in a while. I just thought I knew it better than I did. Which is what I get for not practicing. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely... I should practice that one more so I can do it better live. And I do actually know where my cat ears and tail are. That's always the question. If I'm going to a convention, I'll be like, do I have the cat ears and tail? Can I do the Neko song? For a while, I would also like end up buying cat ears and a tail every time I went to the convention just to do the Neko song because I was really bad at remembering to bring them. And the Neko song was one of the few that I had memorized back in a while ago. So I bought a lot at one period in time. Also, an error has happened. Was it like glitching or something? I don't know. I mean, maybe try refreshing. I really don't know. Song about was awesome enough without the tails. Song about charging power levels. Okay. Man, everyone's cats are weird tonight. Like, I got cats eating ankles and cats spilling stuff. Twice the SS rated, cool. I mean, I like that you're watching, so, but I understand that people have to sleep too. That's really your call. Thank you for being here at all at 1 a.m. Okay. Power levels are over 9,000. Cat levels are over 9,000. I could talk about cats charging up their power levels. Just keep the trend going. Like how cats recharge. I want to do that. My cats got really tired today. Well, not that much more tired than my cat is every day. My cat sleeps a lot. My cat sleeps a lot. Or that's what I thought. But today, well, yeah, still today, after my cat was done being charged, being tired, I think it must have ate something weird, because it started glowing. It started glowing, and I'm sitting there not knowing why the cat is glowing, but the cat is glowing. So I called the vet, and I was like, hey, why would my cat be glowing? And the cat, they said, I don't know, did it eat something that would cause it to be glowing? And I didn't know if my cat had eaten anything that would cause it to be glowing, but I thought that it didn't, so I didn't know what was happening, and several days have passed since then, and my cat's still glowing. My cat's really not doing much else, it's just glowing, and I don't know why. But there is a lot of static electricity in this house, and things are starting to float. Things are starting to float. So I'm not sure, and I would take the cat to the vet, even though the vet said they didn't know what was wrong with the cat, but I'm afraid my car will start floating too. So I really don't know what I should do. I think the cat is mad at me. How long do cats hold grudges? Now that I'm thinking about it, that was about the time that the cat started to glow. Was when I woke it up from being really tired. Being really tired, and I think the cat is planning something. Like, cats are always planning something. But really now things are floating, and I'm really kind of scared now. And then my house exploded, and it was charging up for that. Oh my god. I was like, how do I bring this? Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you, 79066 June. I enabled the super chat just but I wasn't, I don't know that I was expecting anyone to do it, so thank you. Yeah, the cat is behind me right now. There's no cat behind me other than like the tentacle cat stuffed plushie I have. Yeah, I don't know if I can reach it without moving everything. Tentacle cat stuffed plushie. Yeah. Cthulhu. Would that be pronounced Cthulhu? Would that be pronounced Cthulhu or cat? Yeah, it would be Cthulhu. Okay. Because I was just thinking there's only like one T. I was like, grammar rules. I don't know. Yeah, I mentioned my brother got this for me for Christmas once, but I think you can get them online. They're called Tentacle Kitties, and I think the company that makes them is also called Tentacle Kitty. I think. I don't know. Can you? Where do I put it? This is not gonna balance here. I could put it back where I got it. That would be the smart thing to do, but I'm having more fun trying to prop it up. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I remember you helping me with the boxes too. I ran Iron Cosplay at that time, and we had a lot of boxes, and more than I could carry. Alright. House exploding builds character. I wouldn't actually know. Despite what that song would say, I've yet to have my house actually explode. You know, not so far anyway. I don't know. You have to tell me how fun these streams are. This is not gonna stay here. This is like giving me flashbacks because the other I like balancing and stacking things. Of my performance at VidCon this year, you mean in like the secret show? Yeah, there. Someone took a video. The balance is really off in it. Like that was my fault because I think I thought my guitar would be louder than my voice, so I moved the microphone up to my voice, like up to my face, and because there's only one microphone, and my guitar wasn't louder than my voice, so it sounds like I'm singing a cappella, but it's still a funny video. I could do something with it at some point. And, you know, credit the person that filmed it, of course, and whatnot. I mean, they're VidCon's worst kept secret, but yeah. Would I ever perform with an electric guitar? Maybe? If it was appropriate. I don't own an electric guitar currently. However, I've messed around with some of my friends' electric guitar, and it's a lot like playing a regular guitar. So, if it was appropriate at some point, maybe. If I wrote a song that lended itself to that, and they could figure out the sound setup and all that, that would. Yeah. Yeah, I think various people, I think everything tends to be taped at VidCon. It's just whether or not you can find the tapes afterwards. Oops, do not have sound effects. Yeah, I'm trying to think if that's, I don't think that's the line that started That might have been the line that started the fan service song. The fan service song was a long time ago. Oh, thank you, Artu. If that's how you say your name, I don't know. But thank you. Guitar fund for an electric guitar at some point. I mean, if you guys want me to, if you guys are interested in playing with me playing an electric guitar at some point, I'm sure I could probably even borrow one, maybe. But yay, I said it right. I don't know. I always second guess myself. Like, I can be pretty confident in saying things, and well, I don't know. I think I've read too many things in the past and like have had them be pronounced a different way when you say them out loud. So, because you get things in your head a certain way, and then you can be totally wrong once you actually start speaking with your mouth. So I think I just doubt myself. I doubt my pronunciation. So heartfelt metal. Oh my gosh. I mean, have to figure some of that out. Do I ever plan on writing something similar to the Rage Quit song again? Something with strong emotion. Well, let's see. I mean, the Yandere song also goes pretty nuts. Although I'm not sure the version I have on YouTube is that great. Because that was another one I think I wrote like the day before I posted it. Oh my gosh, I like you guys. Thank you, Frank Salazar. New guitar fund. Okay. I'll have to keep track of what's being put towards the new guitar fund. Muffins! Money is raining from the skies. From probably, I think it's the internet. It's probably raining from the clouds. Bad joke. Okay. Yeah. Song about how anime protagonists heal months worth of injuries in just a few days. Sure. I'll try to do a quick improv on that. Also, just because I'm doing an improv on it doesn't mean I won't write a real song about it later. Sometimes they turn into real songs. Sometimes that's actually why. Because sometimes I come up with something good during the improv, and I'm like, I can do that. I know the starving artist feel. Okay. Right, how anime protagonists heal. Okay. You're the main character in an anime, which has a lot of downsides and a lot of upsides as well. Like if you want to do really dangerous things, well, you can probably do really dangerous things. And to be fair, you might not get injured at all. Because no matter how far you fall, plot armor is pretty convenient. Plot armor is pretty convenient. But it's not always 100% protection. Sometimes it fails. Now it sounds like I'm talking about serious. So when your plot armor fails, you can still prevail when your plot armor fails. 'Cause even when you've lost lots of blood, like being nearly cut in half, well, it's okay. You can probably even laugh because this episode might be bad, but next episode for unimportant side characters, 'cause they need doctors. Although that doesn't quite increase your reputation like helping the anime protagonist. That doesn't necessarily help your reputation, but it's still a worthy cause. So do that. Oh my gosh, that went to some weird places. Like, started as, you know, being like, this is really good for anime protagonists, and then it turned into, this is really bad for anime doctors, and I'm just like, what? Okay. Yeah. Overpowered main character song. That's very similar idea. Improv about my new guitar fund. You're welcome, Nate. Okay, I could try an improv about the new guitar fund. I'm glad this improv stuff is working well. Like, I feel like I've been chickening out of it during the live streams a bit. I know I do this. This is a thing I've done. I do during panels at cons sometimes. So I know I can do this, but I was definitely chickening out of it during live streams. For I don't really know why. I mean, I think because the chat was really active, and I was like, and I was like, trying to split my brain up. And wasn't doing it very well. All right, improv about new guitar fund. Well, I wasn't necessarily planning on getting another guitar because I just got another guitar, but people seem to think that I should get an electric guitar, an electric guitar. So, but in order to get an electric guitar, I would need money, unless I borrowed someone's electric guitar. Or I got a dirt cheap guitar, like a $50 guitar. Either way, that's how that would go down. But I didn't know where money could be found, and then I started a live stream, although the guitar suggestion happened after I started a live stream. But shortly after the guitar suggestions happened, someone gave me money in the super chat, so we decided that it was a guitar fund for an electric guitar, and that money was falling from the sky or the internet, or the internet sky, or the internet sky. Money, it was falling from the internet sky. And who am I to deny the money from the internet sky? So I guess I'll change my plan to get an electric guitar. Who am I to deny the money from the internet sky? So my new plan is to get an electric guitar. An electric guitar. If I get enough money from the internet sky and the internet sky guitar fund, then yeah, that's where it will go. Just so you know. Yay, sky money. The internet sky is open for everybody. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you guys are having fun. I'm having fun too. Yay, Sky Money! I feel like now I just have to call Super Chat Money Internet Sky Money forever. I kicked over my tea because I kept putting it. That's what happens when you put tea on the ground near your foot, is you kick it over. And now it's gone. There's no more tea. Gotta love Sky Money. A hardcore punk cover of the internet Sky Money song. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if the Sky Money was, that would make sense. That would explain the electric guitar to the people that weren't here in this live stream. I would have to explain the Sky Money guitar story. So I guess a song about it would make sense. I would probably try to polish that song a little bit more before making that punk version of that song. Probably. Yeah. Gotta love Sky Money. Time for a tea break. Yeah. I'm kind of sad that I kicked over my tea. But, you know, that's what happens. I should have seen that coming. That's actually the second time I've kicked over my tea today. So I don't even, like, I should have totally seen that coming. Be like, next time I'll have to like, set up a table. My carpet is already kind of tea colored. I don't know, like gray. It's gray. I don't think it's in a lot of danger, although I guess I could. I don't have any paper towels or anything that close. Put like I could like debate and like grab a piece. Yeah, no, not worth it. I mean, it will be worth it later. I'll clean it up later. Hey, viewer spam donated money. Seeing the streamer to book a flight. That sounds really sweet, actually. That was super nice of them. But no, like if I was kicking over the tea in a fit of rage, like that could be the truest expression of emotion, not absent-mindedly kicking over the tea without even thinking about it. Like I don't even think I'd even noticed the kicking over the tea until the song was over. I'm not the most observant. I'm not that good at like splitting my brain, multitasking. Like I focus on one thing and then the rest of things can kind of like whiz by without me. My foot was pretty emotional. Maybe I'd have to. I don't know. Improv about spilling the tea. Okay. All right. At times when you have a cup of tea and you're really happy that you have a cup of tea, then everything is fine. You're relaxed and at ease 'cause you have a cup of tea, until suddenly you don't have a cup of tea anymore, 'cause now it's all over the floor. You kicked it absent-mindedly and now you spilled your tea. And now you don't have tea. And you're less at ease 'cause you don't have your tea. cry over spilt tea. That's kind of unfair to the milk if you cry over the spilled tea. Don't you see? So for the sake of the tea, be happy and at ease, 'cause that's what the tea would want for you. Move on in honor of the tea you spilt. We can build a world where tea isn't spilt if we invest in a table. So set the tea's memory free and don't cry over your spilled tea and move on. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Andre. I was not expecting that at all. Wow. Okay, Sky Money. How am I this good at songwriting? Well, to be fair, this is a lot different. Improv songs are a lot different than everything I was talking about earlier. Like, you don't have time for any of that with an improv song. And if you're... How British am I on a scale of 1 to 10? I mean, I have British. Not very. I'm pretty American, although all Americans come from other places. I'm like, let's see. There's probably some British there though. Like German and Scottish and Irish, all the very, very white European lineage. I don't know. Yeah. So not that British. We've been in America for a while now. Yeah, no. You know, this is just a night of like spilt tea. 'Cause of the cat and my foot and Twice's foot. We need to be more careful about our tea, guys. It's like tea protection squad. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Want it to rain tacos and Skittles. Are we still talking about internet rain? 'Cause that sounds more difficult. Or I've like never heard of Sky Internet tacos. Sky Internet. Oh, I get it. The British question was because of the tea. That went way over my head. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. So I'm like really. Sometimes things take a little bit to sink in. It's a tea protection squad on a t-shirt. No, I'm just making because it's a t-shirt. I'm gonna shut up. I'm like bad pun night. And wait. Where was our body when it wasn't in the... Wait. Where are we when we're not in the physical world? I'm missing things. Let me just scroll up through the chat to see where it went, because I lost it. I don't know. Maybe we were in the tea world. I really don't know. Talking to... Oh no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, John. I'm also like just like linking things in the chat to weird things. I'm not like trying to pick apart your language or anything. I'm just drawing weird connections, and I probably would draw weird connections no matter what people were saying. That's kind of how my mind works. So, got there eventually. yeah. So you'd think for writing jokes I'd be better at getting them, but okay. Oh dear. So. Alright. I'm gonna scroll back through the chat and see if there's any more song suggestions or things. A mug with a cap. But also, I have not really thought about merch at this point. I mean, it's partially the being bad at promoting YouTube stuff. Like I don't know. My mind doesn't work that way yet, but maybe. Suppose if the T protection squad is still relevant by the time I'm actually thinking about making merch, perhaps. I don't know if it would be better on a mug or a T-shirt. You can only use the bad T pun with a T-shirt, but I don't know if everyone else is as fond as bad puns as I am. A song about being a bad speller. I can do that. Okay. Wait, do I want to... This doesn't need to be like all finger-picked and sad. Okay, let me think about that. Oh, okay, I understand you have homework, Miss Antarctica. Parental reinforcements. That's a cool way to say that. Bye. Bye, Miss Antarctica. Alright, wait, what? What were we talking about? Bad spelling. Okay. Wait, bad spelling, bad puns. Oh gosh. Misspelling bad puns? I don't know. Now I'm conflicted about which song to do. Okay. Let's start with bad spelling. Both. I can try. We'll see how fast my brain can misspell words while spelling them. Okay. I got stuck in finger picking mode. Alright. So I was trying to send a text. And you know what happens next. What happens sometimes when you're trying to send a text is autocorrect. Doesn't like you very much, and it doesn't like me very much right now. So I was sending a text about Nerf guns, and autocorrect corrected it to beef guns, which doesn't even make any sense, but it said beef guns. Maybe because I misspelled Nerf gun, beef guns. So it said beef guns. It said beef guns. And then my friend, who I was texting, tried to make really bad puns about muscular, beefy guys with beefy guns, as in muscles. Beefy muscle guns. And then, but they misspelled muscles into mucus. And so then we were talking about mucus guns, which was gross. Really gross. We were talking about beefy guys with mucus guns. Whatever that means. They really don't know what that means. And at that point we probably should have ended the conversation, but we didn't. We decided to try to figure out what beefy guys with mucus guns meant. decide that it meant, we tried to decide that it meant people with like squirt guns shooting mucus, but we autocorrect misspelled squirt into squawk. Squawk. So now we had squawk gun spitting mucus by Beefy Guys. Beefy squawk mucus guns, no. Squawk Beefy Guys with squawk guns shooting mucus. So we decided that that must mean beefy guy with a gun that shot mucus, and also had the squawk sound effect every time it shot mucus shot. But we misspelled sound effect into sound face. So it came with a sound face. It was a gun with a face that squawked and shot mucus with a beefy guy holding the squawking mucus gun. And my friend said he wouldn't want to get shot by the squawking mucus gun, so he'd have to duck, because, you know, when ducks also squawk. I'm trying to get back to the bad puns, and I'm not sure if I can. But someone said stuck in the cat, so yay, go that someone. Squawking duck, shooting guns of mucus. And at that point, we ended the text conversation. Oh my god. That's like hard to do, because I had to like come up with words, and then I had to come up with words that sounded similar that autocorrect could think you were saying. Then I had to come up with bad puns, and I also only came up with I don't know that I really spelled out that much bad spelling in the song. Spelled out bad spelling. But yeah, that's a thing that I did just now. Oh, and why did it start with beef gun? Because that was the thing that I remembered autocorrect correcting at one point in one of our conversations. A conversation I had with some random friend. One of us said Nerf gun and it changed to beef gun. Even though there are probably a lot better of examples I could have used, that's what happened. I don't know who Rusty Cage is off the bat. Oh, I'll look them up. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I got stuck in like finger picking mode, and I was just like, that's not gonna be appropriate for this song. There's no way that's gonna work. I agree. I don't think a squawking mucus beef gun should ever exist. Ever. but you know, I never know what's gonna come out of my mouth with these strange songs, like improv songs. Yeah, I was briefly mentioning that improv songs was a whole different skill than everything I was talking about earlier. Because I feel like, I stick to way simpler chords on the improv songs and I'm mostly just trying to make words work in some form or another. And you kind of just have to go with whatever comes to your head, because you don't have time for anything else. So it's a very different skill. Yeah, there's I don't think I mean, I don't really think the finger picking would have been appropriate for the Nerf squawk gun, like in the style you were saying, like some melodies fit some lyrics. Although, to be fair, like, you could, like, that is also a way to do, like, comedy writing, is to, like, write about something really ridiculous, but, like, make it in a sad way. It was like, if you break down the scenario, you're like, that's really funny, but if you're just listening to the tune, it sounds sad. Like, that's a kind of, like, the juxtaposition can bring humor, as well. But that's a little hard to do without a lot of thought. Who's my favorite comedian? That's hard. I mean, trying to think. If you're talking about like stand-up comics, honestly, me doing what I do, I really like singing comedians. So I really like Bo Burnham. I mean, obviously, Tim Minchin though is also really good. They're very different. Tim Minchin's, I think he's originally Australian and whatnot. He does like these ridiculous songs, but he has like a whole orchestra to back him up, and at times, and he's a really great, like, amazing musician too, like, so good. And he's also like written various like musicals and musical theater stuff when he's not doing his own stand-up comedy routines. Robin Williams is pretty great though. I can't deny that. Yeah. A little sad. But thank you. I'm glad you like my hair, Fern. I don't know that I'm my favorite comedian. I mean, I like the songs I write, but I don't know. You can fall into a bad trap when you compare yourself with people. So I don't know that I want to go down that rabbit hole, because I'll start not. I'm not a confident enough person to be like, this. Yeah. Thank you, Larry. All right. Well, thank you for being here, Daniel. You have a great night too. Yeah. Yeah, no, I do like regular stand-up. I just think that, I don't know, something about, I mean, maybe because I like writing songs, that musical comedies always stuck out to me, but, there's also not, like, there's not a ton of people. Well, no, there are a lot of people doing it, especially on YouTube. In the mainstream comedy world, there's not a ton. What's going on? We're sort of, I mean, at this point, we're sort of just talking, and I'm occasionally improving songs based on what someone says in the comments. Yeah. I've written a song about tea being spilt, and cats biting ankles, and a bad spelling, bad pun song that ended up being about beefy mucus duck guns. That's what's going on, you know, all in the course of a day. Bye, Lucy, Lukey. I don't know, but I don't know how you say your name, but bye. Thank you for being here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I wrote a song about Sky Money, because some people gave me money in the super chat, and someone told me to write a song about someone giving me money in the super chat, so then I wrote a song about internet Sky Money. Yeah. Pronounced Lucy. That's what I thought at first. See, I second-guessed myself. I did it. Okay. Oh, and a Guitar Fund song, because they said that's what I should use the Sky Money for. Wasn't that was the same song? That was the Sky Money song was the Guitar Fund song, right? Right? If I'm keeping track of this right. Yeah. Okay. Let's even. Yeah, no, I definitely like improv songs. Like it's fun. I don't have. And we talked a bit about cover songs last week. I haven't learned a lot of them. I could look that one up though and see if it would be something I'd want to play for another live stream. For a future live stream or something. Cause yeah, I'm not like a musician currently like playing a bunch of gigs in like bars or anything right now, so I like haven't had a ton of reason to learn a lot of cover songs, because that's what you know, like real like working musicians tend to do, whereas and yeah, I mean, I usually if it's like I have a lot of, and at conventions I tend to play my songs mostly. Not that I couldn't take the time to learn a lot of covers. It's just never been something I've had to do yet at this stage in my life. And like I like cover songs. I have a lot of like sometimes I'll like practice them and whatnot to like learn chord progressions, but not to the point where I get them memorized. Just to the point where I'm like, oh, that's how you put that song together. That's cool. But I mean, it hasn't come up that I've practiced it to. Yeah, I'll have to. Maybe I'll try to look up some anime cover songs, like anime openings, or looking for Eraser for like half an hour and then realizing it is in your hand the whole time. Fun story. Also, my mom may kill me because she's probably watching this live stream, but my mom did that with a dog. we have little tiny dogs, papillons, like the pretty similar to long-haired chihuahuas, and one is like 3-4 pounds, and my mom had him in her hand, and she was like looking around, and we're like, where's this dog? And we were like, Mom, no. But I can't talk, because I've also like I've done it with other things, not with the dog, but that is something I've definitely done. Or, you know, people are always losing glasses on their head, or yeah. I wear contacts. So I also wear glasses at times. And I've definitely lost them on my head before. Or you know, trying to call your cell phone with your cell phone, like that type of thing. Be like, where's my cell phone? Let me call it. You know. I could just do a song about losing stuff. There's plenty of ammunition there. Let me write the song about teaching. Not taking. Oh wow. Yeah. I'll write a song about losing stuff. Okay. Let's see. At least for starters. Well, I thought for once, bye Frank. I thought for once I had everything together. easier to find. And I didn't have the time. I was already really late for the thing that I was doing before I lost my purse, the thing I planned to go to. I was really late for that. So I started putting things in a pile on the kitchen table, and I thought I found everything. I thought for once I found everything. I was sure for once that I found everything, including the keys. The keys were on the bookshelf. And then I got ready to go, like more ready to go. And by that point, the pile had disappeared. And I gave up. Leave for the convention, but you misplaced your con tickets and you think they're at home. They're in your pocket. I'm always worried about losing my badge at cons, yeah. I have misplaced my purse at cons before. I left one in a panel, and like I had some of the staff helped me look for my purse, and I felt bad, and I felt like I was inconveniencing people, and I was totally inconveniencing people. I'm a little bad at life sometimes. Misplacing things is, yeah. We found it. Luckily, convention people are pretty nice about not stealing things. Although I have had stuff stolen, but not because I misplaced it, because I like left it in an obvious place. Oh, whatever. I've read plenty of fan fiction that I've loved. So, but I read it a second time and saw how bad it was. Yeah. I feel like I have done that. Just like not reading things carefully the first time. Or was in a more tolerant mood the first time, who knows. But yeah. Potato Girl song is by twice the SS rated cool. Thanks for coming. How long has this been going on? Oh wow, it's been almost 2 hours. I completely lost track of time. This is common for my live streams, is for me to be like, whoa, time's passed? That's not a thing. Oh my gosh, I did not know it was almost 9 o'clock. Wow. I was actually about to ask that, what, like if a potato girl was something specific, or if it was just like up to me to decide. An improv lullaby. Maybe I could sing a lullaby to the potato girl. What is my life? A lullaby to the potato girl. Okay, no one's actually told me what a potato girl is, so I'm just gonna assume that it's a girl made out of potatoes. That would be a really dark lullaby. Oh, I guess some lullaby are dark. You know, you think like old nursery rhymes. Oh, Sasha! Duh! I feel, Attack on... I kind of... I kind of feel like it would be more fun just to write a song about a girl made out of potatoes, but I mean, I like Sasha and all, but I just think that where my mind went first might be a little more entertaining. Okay. All right. Potato Girl Lullaby. Night has come, and all the little potatoes need to sleep now. Little potatoes need to sleep now. All good potatoes sleep. All good potato children go to sleep. Bad little potato children get fried. All good potato children go to sleep. Bad potato children become French fries. So please, 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 little potato girl, close your eyes, little potato girl. Sleep, sleep now, little potato girl. 'Cause I don't really want to eat any fries. Please, hey, little potato girl, you know what happens to crying potato girls? Crying potato girls, they get made into chips. Into chips. Fries and chips are sounding more appetizing by the minute. So please, close your eyes, go to sleep, little potato girl. Please, go to sleep, little potato girl, before we get hungry. 'Cause fries and potato chips are sounding more appetizing by the minute. But if you went to sleep, then this song would be finished. So, potato girl, close your eyes, unless you want to be fries. Tears and salt and vinegar. You guys should write the jokes. Good potato girls, go. This is very like just threaten your potato children with eating. I was gonna say cannibalism, but unless you're a potato too, although I guess if you were singing to a little potato girl, you'd probably be a potato, right? That's how things work. Right? Because I'm assuming that, you know, it's potato parents that sing to their potato children. This is a mean potato parent. I don't know. Gosh. Yeah. It's 4 a.m. Yeah, you can go to sleep, R2. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Potato Mom. Potato Mom? Farmer is saying, aww. Honestly, I am having so much fun, but I should probably go eat some food too. Like, not potatoes. I don't think we have any potatoes. um, but yeah, I did not realizing it. Words. Oh my gosh! Like, I'm both so good and so bad at words. Well, I don't know if I'm so good. Mostly bad. I can write words if I have time. 1 potato equals happy potato girl. Box of fries equals unhappy potato people. It's like the potato boogeyman comes and turns them all into fries if they don't go to sleep. Maybe. But yeah, I should not stay up ridiculously late, so I should go to sleep. I mean, I should eat food and then go to sleep. But thank you all so much for coming. I hope you had as much fun as I did. This has been a lot of fun for me. Thank you, John. I will be doing another live stream in 2 weeks after my next song. So how ironic would it be, guys? Like I said I was doing a procrastination song next week. How ironic would it be if I told you that I already have lyrics for that? Because I do. I just think that's really funny. It's like not procrastinating on the procrastination song, personally. I am amused by the irony there. I might actually be able to post it on time on Thursday. I think I should. If I have lyrics written now, I should, darn it. Like, I have some melody in my head. But yeah, so next week is the procrastination song, and then after that I'll be doing another live stream in 2 weeks at 7 o'clock again, and we can sing more. We can make up more songs about potato people or some of the suggestions I didn't get to this week. Definitely like come back, suggest things again. I love. This is a lot of fun for me. So yeah, if you haven't liked the video, like it before you go. And I'm gonna sign off now. Thank you all so much for being here. Right, bye! I gotta go around to the back to turn things off. Close.